with the expansion of diluting the playoffs and what that means, and he's trying to tell us that it's good for the game. I just can't see how bad that search for the last 6 seed this year was for the AFC. I can't see trying to put 2 more teams in it and diluting the playoffs. And he's trying to tell us that it's for the good of the game when we know it's for the good of the wallet.
But the players are getting 60% of that wallet.
It's just, I just think it's a better product to put on the field.
I don't disagree with that. I just was arguing that I would not argue with you, Bart. I was simply suggesting that the money is circle of trust.
Now, delete 2 off the front and give me 2 on the back. I'll take that. Get rid of those ridiculous. Now, I know.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, I would. Hey, you're a player. I get it. You got to respect your body. It's your bank account. But for us sitting at home watching on this thing, give me more football.
And by the way, I'm sorry, speaking of the preseason, postseason playoff, there's something in play now. The Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots, the first 2 teams to adopt variable pricing for their tickets, where they have lowered prices for the preseason, raised them for the marquee games, and lo and behold, in the case of New England, it ended up to the same total.
It's a good step forward, though, because when I had jet season tickets for a couple of years, and you get pounded on the front end, and let's face it, you know, the Jets aren't exactly delivering on the back.
But as a season ticket holder, you're going to pay the same amount. You're paying the same amount. They're just saying it's less for the preseason and more for the marquee games.
I'll make that trade-off.
Bart, how can the commissioner talk about player safety out of one side of his mouth and then talk about expanding the playoffs and the regular season out of the other?
And he wants to tell us, you talk about the Patriots saying it all equals up and totals the same. And well, it's the same in the preseason. If you're talking about taking away 2 preseason games, which I play a total of maybe 3 quarters, and replace that, you're talking about some of our stars not being available for the rest of the year, then what do? Do you add another bye week? You know, our bodies can only take so much. And you're talking about diluting the game, and also some of these star players won't make it to the end of the year.
You're right.
And you know what? One thing the league has suggested in that regard is add a game or 2 to the regular season, but every player gets 1 game off. I don't know how you do that. Right. I don't know how you do that.
How about expanding the roster to make
I agree.
That's a game-day roster instead of having 48. You got 53 on the roster. Let's put everybody up and give them an opportunity.
How many guys?
Absolutely agree.
How many on the active roster? How many guys never take a snap on a Sunday? All right, 7 or 8.
Right.
So you want to go up to 15? Guys standing around doing nothing?
No.
But you've got available bodies.
You're going to use these guys on special.
So you want to dilute the play on Sunday, but not on the back end of the playoffs?
Let me tell you something.
You're not diluting the play. There's no reason not to expand
Somebody
the roster.
got great people behind. Let me tell you something. If it wasn't for the preseason, I wouldn't exist.
Yep.
You know, you wouldn't find these players. You wouldn't find Terrell Davis running out on kickoff, and now people are talking about ready for the Hall of Fame. If you start doing that, you won't get people opportunities to make the team. You won't be able to find these hidden gems.
But then I still don't see how we'll dilute it. I don't get it.
If you take away 2 preseason games, there's a lot of people that's not going to get an opportunity to prove themselves. You need those games.
Because they're not going to be given they're not going to be given a regular season game to use as a proving ground.
But I got that. But you're also assuming players get hurt. If they don't get hurt,
but you always see the injuries pile up in the regular season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, John Gruden has always said, Tyrone Wheatley only made the Oakland Raiders because of the 4th preseason game when you guys went to the Super Bowl. So, to Bart's point, I think you need it. Absolutely.
Well, there's not a coach in the league who wants to reduce preseason games.
What do you think fans